Hello, everyone. My name is Gus.
Hi, I'm Woody.
Last week, we had, the great Red and Link from Good Mythical Morning and zero AI. People keep complaining. Nice. People keep complaining, like, you guys are always reacting to AI. You guys are suggesting the videos, just like you suggested the Good Mythical Morning video. There you go.
But it is a little sad that there's so much that it's hard not to suggest.
AI, yeah.
By the way, I just grabbed one of these. I was just thinking,
wet notes.
These are so cool. These are really good wet notes.
Yeah.
They're Dive Talk wet notes. Do we sell them? No, we give them away mostly.
We do.
Yeah, we sell them?
No.
We give them away. That's
because
just a promotion
smart
for our
business.
meetups. We don't sell anything. We buy stuff and we give them.
Well, to be fair, hold on, because people will call us out if we're not very clear about this. We give them away to our members. So you are paying to be members and supporting our channel. We give you free stuff. So in a way, we're selling them, I guess.
I don't know what we're doing because all I know is we make videos. I know we do make some money from YouTube. And I've seen, what is 0 times 0? Oh, okay, we'll start the video.
Yeah, we give a lot of stuff away. But anyway, here, this is another suggestion. I don't know if it's AI or not. We don't know. We're reacting to it for the first time.
Okay.
And people are always like, why don't you guys watch it first? And then the second time around, you record it. I'm like, how good of actors do you think we are? Like, do you think I'm going to be as surprised or excited or whatever the second time around I see somebody die? Like, no. I'm going to be shocked the first time, and then I can't fake it after that.
True.
We're not actors. This is real.
Shocking.
Okay.
Dragged 230 feet beneath the sub-zero temperature waters while snorkeling in Antarctica. Marine biologist Kirsty Brown found herself fighting for her life.
All I'm going to say is that's how long it took to figure out it was AI. 1, 2, 3.
This is
okay,
AI?
It's AI.
Really?
Just listen to the voice. You tell me.
Okay.
After being ambushed by an apex predator on barely a breath of air.
I don't know, man.
What happened next was truly disturbing. On July 22nd, 2003, 28-year-old Kirsty Brown was...
Wait. It says narrated by Tony.
Okay.
Do you disrespect Tony, or should he take it as a compliment that he's so good that you think it's a machine is doing it?
There's Claude or Tony.
Which
one's stronger? Is this Tony?
I think Tony's legit.
Okay. My bad.
Good job, Tony.
Routine research mission working with the British Antarctic Survey at the Rothera Research Station on Adelaide Island. The young marine biologist was studying the effects of iceberg disturbance on plant and animal communities inhabiting the nearshore seabed in South Cone and Ryder Bay.
Mike, I'm going to ask a question, and it's going to get a lot of negative comments. Okay, I'm going to warn you, so don't get upset. And I know it's going to also demonstrate, and it's shocking that I am ignorant. I know nobody thought I've been ignorant. I'm ignorant. So I'm going to ask the question, and then we'll confirm that I'm obviously ignorant.
I don't read a lot.
I don't read a lot.
No, I may be disclosing my ignorance right now. Can you tell me? This is very, very bad. I'm asking the question for real. And now you're smart.
Of course. Yeah.
Why does anybody study
the
effect of icebergs on plant and animal life? And there must be a reason. No, I'm serious. There's got to be a reason because
science,
let's say you figure something out. Let's say you studied it and you're like, oh, when the ice melts, it does affect the animals.
Now what?
What are you going to do about it? You're going to change the whole global warming? Yes, when the ice melts, there's less sea lions. And I know I'm not smart, but you are. So go ahead and tell me the answer.
I'm not that smart to be able to make sense out of it. But when I talk to people like about sales or, negotiations or whatever, I always tell people that I have this thing in my head that is I'm asking myself, so what? Like to whatever statement I'm making or whatever statement they're making, I'm always thinking like, so what? Like people are like, well, this car does 300 miles an hour. So what? Like what? There's got to be something beyond that. You have to be able to explain this so what to any statement that you're making or whatever you're proposing. And I brought this up when we were talking to somebody who was doing this science, and I was like, okay, let's say you find out. Let me think. What is it that we're doing? I think it was in Saudi Arabia where we were doing this and we were having this conversation. And they were like, well, we want to show the effect of climate change on this population of rare fish in Saudi Arabia or something. And I just remember thinking to myself, I don't know if I asked it out loud because I wanted to be nice, and they are the nicest people in Saudi Arabia.
I've never met nicer.
The nicest people.
Although that may have changed if you would have asked your question.
I didn't ask because I felt bad.
But
in my head, I'm not going to lie, I said, so what? Like, so what? Like, okay, let's say you, after years and decades of research, you determine that, yes, in fact, climate change is diminishing the XYZ
population.
whatever fish population. So what? Like, what are you going to do with that? You think you're going to go to the Saudi government and the Saudi government say, oh, let's just
Kaust University
stop global warming because this fish is about to... What are we doing? Like, what is this? So this lady was studying, and I feel all of our smart viewers are unsubscribing.
Oh, you're getting nailed right now.
Because they're like, you
don't
understand.
Subscribing, but they're definitely annihilating you and me.
You need to show respect that there's somebody out there in this important mission to find out if icebergs have an effect in the local plankton population in Adelaide Island, Rothera. Okay? So have some respect.
Okay. My bad.
When she was brutally attacked. Kirsty was a trained and educated geologist and oceanographer, and had
smarter
worked
than
as a
both of us
diver and
combined.
research
Absolutely.
scientist in Greenland and Australia prior to joining the BAS. She had almost finished the first phase, which involved placing 500 concrete and plasticine markers on the seabed in relatively shallow waters to track iceberg gouging. However, right before they could move on to the next phase,
because you don't. The problem you have is that you're not understanding even what iceberg gouging is, let alone these brilliant people that are helping the world. Stop being an iceberg gouger.
their snorkeling expedition turned into an
How dare you!
unbelievable nightmare.
Gouger.
Workers at this station can only enter or leave seasonally due to the extremely cold temperatures and unpredictable
I'd like
weather.
to go there, by the way.
This means
See
that
it.
during the austral winter, roughly April to October, workers are isolated and could be trapped during emergencies. That is why the station is equipped with emergency supplies,
And
medical
hamburgers.
facilities, and plans for evacuation.
And I bet they have like zero COVID. I bet places like this got no COVID. They don't even know what COVID is.
Nothing. They don't have anything. Nothing. There's not one disease in the Amazon or anywhere else that they found these diseases that survived this.
Surprisingly enough, they have a Dollar General. That's pretty cool.
During the more accessible months, the sea around the station is also mostly frozen for much of the year, and the landscape features empty snowfields which are almost impossible to navigate without special equipment.
And polar bears.
To ensure
Polar bears
safety,
there?
the research
Are they in
team
the-
follows
I never
strict
know where they are.
procedures and
I'm gonna get killed for that as well.
No. Polar bear is easy to remember. This is actually easy. I'm not joking. People are gonna think I have a PhD in polar bears. I don't. Polar bears kill people in Alaska. That's how I remember that they're in the north. So
Thank you.
that's how I do it. I know that more people die of polar bear attacks around the world than sharks.
Gotcha.
Even though people think that sharks are killing machines, even though there's sharks in all the oceans of the world, somehow polar bears kill more people than sharks. Weird how that works.
rules. One important rule is that no one is allowed to dive if a leopard seal is seen nearby. This policy had ensured the safety of the personnel and seals for more than 30 years, but that was about to take a tragic turn. Leopard seals usually aren't dangerous to people unless they feel threatened. However, it's best to avoid getting close to an apex predator that can weigh over 1,000 pounds or 500 kilograms. They can reach speeds up to 25 miles or 40 kilometers per hour and have massive jaws with both canine and serrated teeth. Known for often playing with their prey before consuming it, they thrash and shake their catch to break it into smaller pieces. With the air temperature at negative 8.1 degrees Celsius, Kirsty and her diving partner thoroughly checked the area before putting on their dry suits around 3 p.m. Unlike wetsuits, dry suits create an air barrier between the person's body and the water and provides critical insulation against the Arctic's freezing temperatures. Both divers also wore a diving computer and snorkeling gear, meaning they could only surface swim.
Well, if they're in the Arctic, that means north,
Kirsty and her research partner started swimming through a thin layer of grease ice on the surface. But the water's visibility stayed clear up to 30 meters or close to 100 feet. Aside from checking for leopard seals, researchers upheld safe diving conditions by posting a shore party of 2 BAS personnel on land. The safety crew would watch for hazards and call a rescue boat if needed. In the familiar area, everything seemed normal. Kirsty and her diving partner naturally separated while swimming at different paces until they were about 15 to 20 meters apart. At that moment, Kirsty's partner noticed something massive heading straight for her.
Oh boy.
Kirsty didn't seem concerned as the unidentified animal circled her, observing her curiously. In an instant, Kirsty's scream pierced the air as a leopard seal bit down on her leg with its powerful jaws and yanked her down into the icy water.
Oh, man.
Kirsty and the massive leopard seal vanished, and for a few breathtaking seconds, she was gone. Alarmed, her partner began swimming toward her. Witnessing the unfolding drama, the shore party radioed the research station to help her. But then, just as suddenly, Kirsty resurfaced, and she wasn't alone. At that moment, the peaceful research expedition had transformed into a desperate fight for survival. Somehow, a solitary leopard seal had slipped their sight. Her partner helplessly watched as she fought to escape its grip, but it was no use. On land, these seals were clumsy, forced to bounce on their bellies to move. But in the ocean, they sliced through the water using their muscular foreflippers with speed and precision. Amid the chaos, her partner assumed the attacker was a female due to its considerable size. According to their account of events, the seal was approximately 4.5 meters, or nearly 15 feet long, measured with reference to the rescue boat. This meant that the animal could have easily weighed over 1,200 pounds, or 544 kilograms, nearly 10 times Kirsty's weight, who was 5'1" and weighed just 55 kilograms. The apex predator seemed determined to keep Kirsty in its sights. Terrified, the marine biologist kicked and thrashed for another few seconds before it pulled her into the icy depths again. Kirsty's partner had just reached them, but lost sight of her again.
What do you do in that case? Let's say you turn around and I'm getting mauled by a leopard seal. Do you come back and try to fight it with me, or do you just swim away? By the way, there's no wrong answer. If you tell me I swim away, I'll be scared. I'll be like, that makes sense.
Maybe I would try to... I don't know what to do. I've never had this happen with a leopard seal. I'd try to stab it, gouge it in the eyes. People have talked to me about before, big predators like that. If you try to gouge them in the eye, they'll let go and run away.
Yeah.
It would be hard for me just to go away and watch that. It's terrible.
And that's gotta be terrifying.
And you got no shot. You were commenting while it was running. You're not getting away from. You're not breaking loose of that.
Dude,
it's 1,200 pounds. With that power, just bring you straight down.
You're done. There's no match in the water between a 1,200-pound seal and you. There's no. But do you dive with a knife and try to stab it? I don't even know.
Usually you and I, we just dive with those little shear cutters.
Yeah. But if you're okay, so I'll give you an example.
Maybe there you should.
Most pilots don't fly with guns, big guns around. But if you're flying over Alaska or up north, pilots typically bring in, from what I've heard, don't people think I have a PhD in pilots? I don't. From what I heard, they fly with a Smith & Wesson 500, which is the most powerful handgun you can commercially buy. They shoot a 50 cal bullet, let's just say. So the idea behind that, from what I understand, I'm not an expert in gunsmithing and ancient guns or whatever, but Smith & Wesson apparently created this gun specifically so you can kill a bear with one shot. Now, you probably break your wrist in the process of shooting this gun. Okay? Because it's super powerful. It's a hand cannon. But the idea is you hit a bear once and they die. Like, that's how powerful this gun is. Now, underwater, obviously, a Smith & Wesson 500 is useless. But what could you bring? Like a harpoon? Like, what could you bring?
Yeah, maybe
that would stop a leopard seal?
Maybe a high-powered gun, underwater gun, harpoon. I mean,
or a knife. At least you can stab it a couple of times. Hopefully, it will let go. But maybe it will make it more upset.
But their measures were to try to,
because aren't seals, like, how thick is their skin?
But their measure was, hey, let's survey. We don't dive if those are around. They would not have dove if they had seen that thing. And let's let it play out. I wonder if they had any inclination as to why this thing did that.
Let's see.
The attack continued for over 10 minutes as the seal
10 minutes
Kirsty deeper and deeper, depriving her of oxygen. When she didn't resurface, her partner used his goggles to locate her. He spotted Kirsty struggling feebly against the relentless leopard seal, submerged 5 meters below, holding her by her fin. The seal let Kirsty go long enough to allow her to float toward the surface, before clamping its jaws on her again and dragging her back down.
What?
Seal is a demon, dude.
Why?
Kirsty's diving buddy was horrified as they realized she wasn't coming back from the black depths of the Arctic waters. The situation was dire. Realizing they could do nothing, her diving partner swam back to the shore to join the party.
It's true.
Meanwhile, the rescue boat sped towards the scene, searching for any sign of Kirsty, but they found nothing. She was lost for about 10 more excruciating minutes before her colleagues saw the seal again. It resurfaced around 3:35 p.m., nearly half a mile from where they last saw her. The leopard seal held on to Kirsty, dragging her face down across the water. As the rescue party approached, they realized the seal might be trying to eat her. Desperate to save her, a team member hit the leopard seal with a shovel. Finally, it let her go, losing interest as the crew quickly pulled her into the boat. The shore team started CPR as they returned to the research station. Once they were back, the staff worked tirelessly for an hour to resuscitate Kirsty. Officials soon visited the research station to investigate the incident, uncovering the alarming details of Kirsty's ordeal. The crew already knew about her various lacerations and bruises, but after recovering Kirsty's dive computer, they learned more unsettling details. The device revealed she was dragged to a depth of 230 feet or 70 meters. At such depths, even if she had escaped the seal's grip, she would have faced life-threatening risks from rapid ascent, including serious lung injuries caused by expanding air. Despite the crew's best efforts, she didn't make it.
Dang.
The Falkland Islands coroner, NPM Sanders, performed her autopsy, ruling her death as an accidental drowning. Following the incident, BAS officials suspended all snorkeling and scuba diving activities.
Wait, the Falkland Islands, aren't those south? Aren't those like between like Argentina and South Africa, like down there? Falkland Islands?
Yeah, they were, and there was a war there.
Yeah, between England and Argentina, right?
Yeah. Wow.
So
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think this was up north after all. But 230 feet, that seal dragged that poor woman.
And it is interesting. I keep asking the same question.
Why?
I thought maybe it was just playing with it, but maybe it was trying to eat it. I mean, at the end, they're saying there was multiple lacerations. I mean, what was it doing? Why was it doing that?
Yeah. All right, let's finish watching.
After a thorough review, BAS reinstated diving activities in January 2004. Now, researchers must observe the local wildlife for 30 minutes before snorkeling or scuba diving. Divers must also have a boating party present and use diver-to-surface communication devices. A nearby island in Ryder Bay was named Kirsty Island, honoring her legacy as a dedicated marine biologist.
That's terrible. Man,
wow. Kirsty Brown. I feel terrible. That's
especially because you said that her research was, or I just questioned why, and then you went on to.
I'm not.
That's terrible, though.
Making fun of her death, of course. That is
bad.
Horrific.
Oh no, go ahead. I just already am wondering what you're gonna say.
No, I'm just gonna say, if something like this happens again, what are those measurements that they put in place going to do? besides, I guess, record you yelling for your life and screaming.
No, like, but it's more of helping determine that there is none of these leopard seals around, helping reduce the chances of this happening again.
Okay, but you can't eliminate it. Right?
If the leopard seal's there and grabs you and starts going down to 200 feet, you having a shovel
a boat with a guy with a shovel.
That isn't going to help.
And comes. How's that going to...
That's not going to help at that point.
You think the seal's going to be
like, and again, that's another... I'm just impressed that you're, again, about the logic. You're right. Having a shovel on a boat, if the leopard seal pulls you down 200 feet, that's not going to help. These are pretty good observations you're making. Reactions.
I'm just saying, I was thinking...
I'm joking with you. I mean,
honestly,
thinking... I wonder, though, I would be a little nervous to dive there now. Because think about it. If there's a leopard seal, they're super aggressive, apparently. And you can't do a damn thing about it. It's 1,200 pounds. It grabs your leg and yanks me away.
Don't worry about it. We double the amount of shovels on the boat.
Gus, you're under with me. Forget the shovels. You're under with me.
Yeah.
Even with your spear gun. I'm moving at 25 friggin' miles an hour away from you. I'm gone. You're going lucky 5 miles an hour. I'm like, it's instant. You're just gone.
Yeah.
No, it's bad.
And I wonder, for those watching who are experts in seals, leopard seals specifically, how thick is the skin? Like, could you stab it?
I think it's thick. They're freezing. They're in like freezing water.
I mean, is it like shooting like a bear with a 22? Like a tiny...
it lays around on ice that's like 30 below zero, and it's like enjoyed like it's at Florida.
Like this is...
I mean, it's got to be pretty thick,
like it's
right?
at the beach in Florida.
This is nice.
No, but I wonder, like, I don't... If having a gun, a spear gun of some kind is
could bounce right off, maybe.
Ineffective, then could you stab it? And if so, like, what kind of knife will go through that thing?
And you happen to be, it's moving at 25 miles an hour and it can move all the way around.
How about a taser?
Get it in the right spot. Is your knife stab going to be able to get that?
Could you have a taser? Like, those cow tasers that are like a stick and just like kicking. I don't know.
This is terrible. I'm going to end with, seriously.
It's one of the worst ones.
This is pretty brutal. I mean, can you imagine how she felt? Because she was alive for part of it. It's like, I'm literally being dragged down so fast by a 1,200-pound leopard seal. There's no wiggling your leg out of that. This thing's grip is like a crane. You're screwed.
That is...
It's bad.
Horrific. I don't know why, but lately we've been getting...
Is there any upbeat videos left?
We've been getting a lot of these crazy encounters. And I thought, honestly, that diving with mammals was, like, pretty safe. Like, even killer whales don't do anything. They're awesome. There's no recorded death ever in the wild by a killer whale. They just don't attack people. Swimmers, divers, snorkelers, they just don't attack. They're friendly. So where did this leopard seal come from?
I mean, he's starving. He's been laying on that ice. Hadn't eaten in a while. He's like, I gotta eat something.
No Dollar General.
He's probably like, I have to eat something. You're not normally what I want to eat, human, but I'm starving.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna eat you. And
exactly.
You're screwed.
Sometimes even the absolute wrong option is the only option. Like well done steak, like you. These people, I mean,
you know that I was
have
just
to
in
make
South
a decision.
Florida, and I ate at Daniel's. When I tell you good, I'm gonna go there with you. Whatever steakhouse we have in Atlanta, no comparison. Now I had to do this. You can try the Wagyu sampler. So every piece you get is Wagyu.
Don't say
Wagyu.
You asked for
it's
well
Wagyu.
Done.
So I look at the waiter.
We're done. We're shutting down the channel.
Fancy, amazing place. The best food you've ever eaten. Sir, are you sure that you want to well done your Wagyu? He asked me. He warned me. I'm like, I have to. He's like, I'm gonna serve one more time. You're paying a lot of money. It's the best Wagyu beef from the best New Zealand.
We can't do
These cows were fed like special.
It was nice having this channel.
I have to. I well done my New Zealand Wagyu beef, and it was delicious. But it was I can't. Did I ruin it? Should I just have ordered any steak at that point?
It's the worst. Like, I don't.
New Zealand Wagyu, I well done it.
By the way, it's weird.
The waiter looked at me. I'm pretty sure when the waiter was walking away, I looked at him and I'm pretty sure I saw him just go.
I think that guy quit. That night, he quit. I cannot be part of any restaurant that allows this.
It's so good.
Quit. I'm going to go work at Chili's.
He warned me. He was professional.
I wouldn't let you do it.
Like this, you're professional.
I wouldn't let you do it. I literally wouldn't let you do it. But I went to a steak place, and I know everybody clicked out already out of this
Now
video.
we're past anybody watching.
I went to a steak. I was in Moscow, Russia. Okay. And all the restaurant, I'm not complaining. All the restaurants are named in Russian. Like, I have no idea. I'm walking out on the street, like near like Red Square, whatever, like the touristy part of Moscow, if that's a thing. This was years ago before the war with Ukraine and all that. And I don't understand the names. I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to walk in there and then the menu is in Russian. I don't understand anything. But I walk by one place and there's like a name in Russian, but there's like a bull, like the head of a bull. And I'm like, okay, that's got to be steak. So I go in there, menu's in Russian. No option for English. And I'm like, ah. The waiter comes, whatever. He understands a little bit of English. And I'm like, what do you have? And the guy is like, oh, I have like ribeye. I'm like, ribeye. Sounds good. I'll take a ribeye. He's like, how do you want it cooked? But it's way more broken Russian. And I say medium. And he's like, medium rare. And I'm like, no, medium. And he's like, medium rare.
They don't mess around in Russia.
Medium rare. Funny. And then he brings that thing, and he was like,
it's bloody.
Looked like I think a good vet could have get it going again. It was like so raw, this thing. And I look at him, I'm like, it's supposed to be medium rare. And he looks at me to my eyes. And with the most like mafia look ever, he says, eat it that way. Like,
I
yes,
will,
sir.
I will enjoy it.
Dude, the Russians are the scariest white people. You can't mess with Russians.
Yeah. If Daniel's, by the way, if anybody from there, still watching or is even going to allow me in the restaurant again.
I hope not. I hope they.
I
trespass
well done your Wagyu beef.
That's the absolute
New
worst.
New Zealand, whatever it was.
Absolute BS. Just as bad. Not as bad, but just as bad as that guy who claimed he was swallowed by a whale and then spit back out or whatever. Like, I've never seen so much BS. But in case you haven't, I'm gonna leave it right here. What kind of nonsense I got swallowed by a whale myth is this? A lot of people believe the guy.
Amazing. I'm
just
sorry,
because
Daniels, by the way. One more final.
Never going there.
So good,
it's embarrassing.
Though. I liked it.